If there's one thing Akira Toriyama has always loved to do in his stories, it's having characters set aside their differences for a greater good. That lesson is undoubtedly one of the most valuable things the Dragon Ball franchise has ever taught us. And of course, in Dragon Ball Daima, as the last production that carries the DNA of Master Akira, things are no different. The lesson being conveyed by Dragon Ball Daima is already amazing and will become even more incredible. And I want to talk about it with you all here. Stay connected to the channel and let's dive into the video. The plot of Dragon Ball Daima began in a very curious way. In fact, if we think about it, it was all basically a misunderstanding. The main reason Gomah came to Earth was because he feared Goku and the others might attack the demon realm someday, a suspicion planted by Arinsu, who probably orchestrated everything just so Goku would go to the demon realm to retrieve the Dragon Balls, allowing her to obtain the spheres through Glorio. However, Gomah also became interested in the Dragon Balls, even going so far as to kidnap Dende to raise him in the demon realm and create his own Dragon Balls. In the end, the entire conflict in Dragon Ball Daima is directly tied to the Dragon Balls, which makes sense, right? Considering the series is named after them. But it's precisely because this anime is so connected to the Dragon Balls that we can already predict how it's going to end. Folks, it's already more than evident that Dragon Ball Daima is essentially a revamped version of Dragon Ball GT. They basically wanted to create a successful Dragon Ball GT, and that's how this new anime came to be. We see many similarities between these two series. In both, Goku is turned back into a child. GT has a protagonist named Pan, and Daima has one called Panzi. Daima introduces Gomah, who is conceptually identical to Pilaf, and both are responsible for turning Goku into a child. GT starts with an adventure involving the Dragon Balls, and Daima has the same premise. In GT, there are dragons that must be defeated to retrieve the spheres, while Daima features the Tamagami Guardians. Even some character designs are similar, like Majin Ku, whose face closely resembles the 4-star dragon from GT, and there are countless other references I could spend the entire video listing. Among these similarities are the evil Dragon Balls. In Dragon Ball GT, we saw the spheres created by Kami when he still had evil in his heart. In Daima, we have spheres created by Neva, an evil Namekian. In Dragon Ball GT, after the cursed Dragon Balls were used, Earth was on the brink of destruction, which led Goku and the others to embark on a journey to gather the spheres to prevent the planet's destruction. So, what if the same thing happens in Dragon Ball Daima? What if after the Demon Realm's Dragon Balls are used, the Demon Realm itself faces the threat of destruction? Think about this. Neva, the creator of these Demon Realm Dragon Balls, went so far as to create guardians for them who surpass any other inhabitant of the Demon Realm. He did this specifically to prevent anyone from using the spheres. The funny thing is, not even Neva, the creator himself, can use the Dragon Balls he made. Why did Neva do this? Why place such powerful guardians to protect the Dragon Balls? Why can't even he use his own spheres? The only reason I can think of is that something catastrophic will happen in the Demon Realm if these spheres are used. Maybe, a long time ago, when Neva created these spheres, he or someone else used them, and that's when a great calamity began in the Demon Realm. But back then, since Neva was still young and incredibly powerful, he managed to contain the disaster somehow. However, Neva knew he wouldn't stay young forever. So after that event, he decided to create extremely powerful guardians for the spheres. Guardians so strong that no one in the realm would be able to defeat them to obtain the Dragon Balls. Even after the other Namekians left the Demon Realm, Neva chose to stay behind, precisely to remain close to the spheres. This is yet another sign that something truly terrible could happen if these spheres are ever used. But since these spheres were created a long time ago, maybe no one nowadays knows that a calamity could occur if they are used. Who knows? Maybe even Neva himself doesn't remember, considering how old and somewhat senile he's become. Unaware of this, Arinsu wants to use the spheres, not realizing she might be bringing the entire Demon Realm to ruin. We don't yet know exactly who will use the Dragon Balls, whether it'll be Arinsu, Glorio, or someone else entirely. But I believe that eventually someone will make a wish on these spheres, and when that happens, it might trigger a great catastrophe in the demon realm, putting the three worlds on the brink of destruction. At that point, Goku and the others' goal wouldn't just be rescuing Dende, it would be saving the entire demon realm from annihilation. But it's likely that it wouldn't just be Goku and the Earth's crew trying to save the demon realm. The inhabitants of the realm would probably join the fight too. King Gomah, realizing his kingdom is on the verge of destruction, might decide to ally with the Earth crew to save the three worlds. Daima would probably want to help as well, since there's no reason for him to want everything to be destroyed. Neva would most likely want to save the three worlds too, and he'd probably deploy the Tamagamis to aid in the effort. Arinsu, who wants to rule the demon realm, wouldn't logically want it destroyed either. After all, there'd be nothing left for her to govern, so it's possible she'd also want to help save it. Of course, Glorio, Pansy, and all the other Majins we know would likely want to save the three worlds too. Perhaps the only one who might oppose saving the demon realm would be Majin Buu. If he's anything like Kid Buu, he'd likely just want to see chaos and destruction, making him the one standing against everyone trying to save the realm. If something like this really happens, we could see some amazing resolutions for each character. For Gomah, he could remain the supreme king of the demons, but now, after helping save the realm, he'd earn genuine respect as a ruler. Daima, in the process of saving the demon realm alongside the others, could finally make peace with Shin. He might even gain more respect, including from Gomah. Perhaps he could even achieve what he wanted to wish for with the Dragon Balls back in episode 1. Arinsu's ending might see her continuing her research and maybe even ruling one of the worlds, perhaps the second world, the origin of the Gleans. As for Neva, his happy ending would be fulfilling his mission of preventing the spheres he created from causing massive destruction. The same goes for the Tamagamis, who are also tasked with protecting the spheres. For Glorio and Pansy, they could finally achieve freedom for the third world. After people from the third world helped save the realm, Gomah might change the way he treats them, finally becoming a good king to them. In the end, Goku and his friends, in addition to rescuing Dende, would save the day once again, becoming great heroes of the demon realm, especially Goku, who's already building quite a reputation in this realm. This could be a perfect ending for Dragon Ball Daima. I know it's a bit too happy, but that's usually how Dragon Ball stories end. They almost always have a happy ending. And since Dragon Ball Daima is a more cheerful anime, I can't imagine it ending any other way. After this adventure, Goku would just add more names to his list of villains turned allies. Tell me if you like this ending I envisioned and share how you imagine Dragon Ball Daima ending in the comments. Leave a like on this video to support us if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone you know will enjoy it. Also comment the ending of Dragon Ball Daima, just so I know you're one of the true fans who make it to the end of the video. A big hug to all of you and see you in the next video.